Welcome back to Staying in Tune. My name's Eli. Sitting across the table from me is Brandon.
How's it going, guys?
Um, we both just got off of work, so
Fresh off of work.
we're a little cooked. We've been talking for a minute, trying to calibrate. Not overly calibrated. I'll get us started though. So I got my earbuds.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
think I
right.
talked about them. Oh no, I did talk about them
Yeah,
on the
you talked
podcast.
about them. Yep.
So I talked about them last episode. We're recording this before last episode goes out, so we don't have any feedback on anything from that episode yet. But I got my earbuds, so I'll pass one over to you. We don't have a visual, but you can just look at it. It's exactly how I described. It has like the sport ear band that wraps around your ear. These are completely wireless, by the way, like Apple AirPods.
Yeah.
But it has a little band that wraps around your ear to keep it secure. And then, like, if I were to put it on my ear, it rests perfectly over my ear,
Oh, I see.
but never ever goes in it.
Yeah, it's just like hovering right over.
Yeah, it just hovers over like your ear canal, which is incredibly cool and it's incredibly comfortable.
That's cool.
And like the bass on it is pretty good. And since it hovers over your ear canal, it you can hear the stuff around you, your surroundings, which I love.
Yeah.
I biked to work on Monday and I had both of them in, and like it feels like the audio is full, but I can hear like cars that are coming up behind me.
Yeah, that's nice.
And just random traffic things. Also, it's cool for hiking. I haven't hiked with them on yet. Like I have before I put my last pair in the microwave,
Right.
but not recently. But like I remember being able to still hear birds and stuff through the earbuds really clearly, which is always fun because that's like half the reason you hike, I feel like.
Yeah. What brand are these? Is it like a known brand or not?
Yeah, it's not like a small brand. They're Anchor.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Soundcore,
Yeah.
Anchor.
Oh, yeah, I see it on there.
AirPods, I think. No, Airbuds or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're sick. They have a couple different versions of it. That's their cheapest one, but like it's super satisfactory to me. So
Yeah.
I was worried because like I was saying the other week, or I don't know if I said it specifically, the bone conducting ones, I always felt like the sound was really hollow
Yeah.
and not very full, but these ones do a really good job of being full. So
Yeah, I would imagine that they probably would.
I like it. Highly recommend them.
I feel like they'd have a pretty similar effect to like over ear headphones like what we're wearing right now, but without the like it's not blocking out outside sound. Like you still hear everything else. It's not muffling.
Yeah, I would say it's like yeah, I don't know. It's not muffling at all.
Yeah.
It's almost as if you're standing next to a speaker that's playing that music to you. That's almost what it's like. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I like them. We're gonna have to put a link in the description or something if we can. If anyone listening is interested,
I'll try to remember to do that for sure.
Yeah.
I'll try to remember that. I'm cool with that. Also, when you pulled up today, a question popped into my head because I saw you pull up before you sent me a text. When you approach a circular space to drive around, right? It's a circle, okay? Like here is a circle, kind of like a roundabout, big roundabout, but it's not the road.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go in a specific direction. Which way, like you drive into that circle, that donut, that torus that you're driving around, are you turning left or are you turning right to start?
So typically, without any prior information given to me, I would probably go to the right.
Okay.
If you're asking why I went to the left today, and I also did last time, it's because that's where my directions told me was the fastest route to your apartment.
Oh, it probably is just barely shorter.
Yeah.
But like, I saw you come in from the left, dude. I was like, this guy's a psychopath. What the heck?
No, like typically I would definitely go to the right. That's what makes sense.
I got you.
Right.
I got you.
Honestly, didn't even think about it because I was just following what my directions said.
Dude, I don't know why it was so weird to me, but like it's the only thing I noticed because I was vacuuming. I'll get to my vacuum in a second because I love this thing. But I was vacuuming and I just looked out the window. I saw you come in from the left. I was like, what? I don't know why that was such a big deal in my head, but I was like, the left? The left? Dude, who drives from the left in
Yeah,
the US?
I actually came from the right. and I did I went right past on accident, and so I had to make a quick turnaround.
That's what they all say.
You didn't see me the first time.
That's what they all say. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yep.
So these are things in my brain that I know I wanted to talk about. That's why I'm rattling them off.
Totally.
Vacuum cleaner. So I was living here for 2 weeks because I just moved without a broom and without a vacuum.
Right.
Okay, because like that's just what I do.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I was like, yeah, I haven't made a mess yet. So on Sunday, I was at my parents'. No, Saturday I was at my parents', and they have had my mic is goofy, long history with bad vacuums, and like vacuums that don't last a long time or nothing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and they bought one and they spent a good amount of money on it. That's like, what's it called? Housekeeping grade for like hotels and stuff.
Okay.
And they've had that forever, and it's a little bit louder, so I feel a little bit bad for the people in my apartment complex, but it's not terribly loud.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it sucks like crazy. Like it doesn't miss. It's sick, and it's nothing fancy. It's literally just super powerful suction.
Yeah.
And it's a bagged vacuum. It's not even bagless.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have to use bags, but like I bought the same one because I was like, I don't want to go through all these different vacuums.
Yeah.
I feel like vacuums could be like a money pit
Oh,
because like I
for
feel like
sure.
I'm always using vacuums that are like jammed, that are like really weak,
Mm-hmm.
that always have things that get stuck in it. I was like, you know what? I just don't even want to begin to deal with this.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna get a dope vacuum from the jump, and all I'm gonna have to do is pay for bags.
Right.
So I was like, there you go. And also, like, my allergies can get pretty bad at times. Apparently, bagged vacuums are better for allergies than bagless because it's a little bit more sealed than the bagless situation. So I was like, all right, it's kind of a win-win. But I spent a little bit more, but it was also like 40% off on Amazon.
There
so
you
like,
go.
I low-key scored. But dude,
Yeah.
I used it for the first time when you got here, right before you got here. Oh, yeah.
You could really say that vacuum sucks.
Dude, it sucks. It like, oh my God, dude, it's amazing.
That's sweet.
But like if you look at it, it's dead simple. There's one switch on it and it's on the handle. There's no other buttons. There's nothing fancy. It's turn it on, turn it off. That's it.
That's awesome.
There's nothing fancy. And yeah, dude, it's sick. Put it together last night and it's goated.
I've never used the bagged situation of a vacuum before.
That's better. My mic's better now.
Only the bagless ones, as you would call them.
Dude, I thought that bagged vacuums were a thing of the past.
That's what I would assume.
But it's called an Oreck, like OREEC or something like that. I don't know. OOREC, I think is what it is. Dude, thing crushes. It crushes, bro. I love it. And then I got a $8 broom
Nice.
to pair with it because it's a broom, dude. I don't care about a broom as much.
You don't got to go all out on your broom.
No, I didn't need to go out all on the vacuum either. But dude, I was like, I fell in love with my mom's vacuum. And I was like, there we go.
Yeah. Well, I would assume like it should probably last you a very long time, which makes it a good investment.
I bought the exact same everything. It's just a different color.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
It's a little investment, but I was like, it's one I'm worth taking.
Yeah. I feel like there's such a huge range in prices of vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, man.
Like you can get one, I don't know, like $50-$60, and you can find some on the same shelf down the row for like $600. And there's everywhere in between those two prices.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's crazy.
I don't know why you would spend $600 on a vacuum cleaner.
I don't know either.
Like, this was expensive. Like, it was more than I was going to pay.
Mm-hmm.
But I spent like $140,
Yeah.
which is more than I was going to pay by far. But,
Right.
like, it's not even close to $600. But, like, I could probably go to Menards and find a $600 vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
Like, right now, which is wild.
No,
Who's
it's
buying
crazy. What, like, I don't know how you justify that. Does it connect to an app or something? Is that what makes it better? Does it suck better?
I don't know. Even like,
Does that got all the attachments and like, I don't know.
oh yeah, this one has no attachments too. It doesn't even have like a detachable like nozzle thing to get it like windowsills or anything.
Yeah.
That's how basic it is, dude. Nothing's getting stuck. Nothing's getting broken. But
that can be a very good thing though.
Roombas aren't even $600. Like you can buy Roombas that are less than
I
that.
think they're around like 200.
Yeah, you can buy like the base Roomba's like $250 or
Yeah.
something. You can get Roombas that are more expensive. That I kind of understand, right? Because you've got all this computing, and then you're trying to make it more powerful and everything.
Right.
So that kind of warrants it. But like, I'm talking normal, basic looking vacuum, $600. Not like a Roomba or something.
Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
Speaking of Roombas, have you ever seen that guy on TikTok who has the automatic lawnmower?
No,
Dude,
I don't
there's
think
this
so.
guy. I saw him a long time ago, and it's so fun. So he has a little dog. He lives in the country, big old beard, long beard, everything, right?
Yeah.
A really monotone, but dude's like, he's with it. And he has this little puppy dog. I can't remember the dog's name. And this automatic Roomba-esque lawnmower that mows his lawn. And he always talks about it. And he's like put the dog on it before. He streams this lawnmower doing its job.
Yeah,
The lawnmower has a name. It has big googly eyes on it.
that's sweet.
Dude, it's really cool. I don't remember this
actually
guy's
really
name
like
at
that.
all, but like it used to show up on my TikTok feed all the time, and
Yeah.
I loved it. He also made like this stories about his dog doing things, like little kind of characterize the dog and
Mhm.
stuff. It was fun. It was cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Have you ever used a Roomba before or like interacted with one?
No, I don't know if I've ever been in the same room as one.
I have not either. And I can find it kind of shocking that I haven't.
Because I feel like they're really popular.
Yeah.
Like I've heard good things about them,
Mhm.
but I've never been in anybody's house that has one.
I was hoping that you have because I question the functionality of it.
So do
Like,
I.
how well does it really clean up? Like, is it sucking as good as your vacuum over here that sucks?
No shot, dude. This thing, dude, it's crazy.
Like,
It's
I don't know.
crazy. Highly recommend this vac. Never gets jammed. Dude's powerful.
yeah.
It angles all the way down, like parallel to the floor if you need, so it's easy enough to get under furniture.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's the only fancy feature. It doesn't articulate or nothing. Just
Mm.
foop, foop, up and down. That's it. Has one switch on and off. Doesn't even have a pedal to pop the thing down.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you just pull it down to get it in action mode.
I actually prefer. I prefer that.
So do I, dude.
It's so much less stuff to go wrong and just.
As much as I like technology and stuff, and like I'm all about it, obviously with like podcasting and everything, I prefer my appliances and stuff and my everyday life to be as simple as possible.
Mhm.
And this vacuum is like a prime example of that.
Right.
Take the bag out, take the bag to the dumpster, pop a new bag in. New bag just clicks in. It's so sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so sick. I'm old, dude. I have opinions about vacuums. It's tough out here.
Yeah, no, your vacuum story it intrigues me.
I appreciate
As
it.
a detailer in the past, I used vacuum on a daily basis. You know, got to have a good working vacuum.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with like listeners can't see this carpet, but it's like it's got dimension to it. That's
Oh, yeah.
beneath us right now. Last thing I need is to not be able to get the crap out from in it. Like I'm very fairly clean, not overly organized. Right now I am, but like ultimately I'm not very organized, but I'm pretty clean. So if stuff gets stuck in the carpet, it'll drive me crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like when I go to clean, I'll just like, oh my god, dude, I'll lose it.
Right.
So I appreciate this vac a lot. Have you ever been at a pool when somebody poops in it?
Yes.
How'd
I
it
have.
go?
What's that?
How'd it go?
I don't know. They made an announcement. So this is at like the Baraboo Public Pool.
Outdoor one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they just made an announcement that the pool needed to be cleaned
Yeah.
and everyone needed to get out. And I don't really remember what happened after that. But that's just one time. It's happened a second time.
Okay.
It also happened in the wave pool at a water park.
Oh dang!
Yep.
Do you know what water park? I'm right now. I'm imagining
well-
a massive wave pool at Mount Olympus.
Yeah, it was either Mount Olympus or Noah's Ark. I've been to both so many times. I don't remember specifically which one it was, but it was pretty much the same situation. Like it happened, and all the lifeguards just like started whistling everybody out of the pool. And I don't really know what happened after that. I wasn't like paying that close attention.
Fair enough.
I have twice.
Then you just leave then after that, I'm assuming. That's why
Yeah.
you don't remember it.
Well, the public pool, I definitely think I just left.
Right.
The water park probably just did other stuff, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But yeah.
The reason I ask is because today we went to the indoor pool, Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Kid dropped a deuce in the pool.
Let's go.
I've never been around a pool when somebody's pooped in it.
Yeah.
I always joke about it. I'm always like, oh, somebody's going to poop in the pool, whatever. Like, it's just always a running joke, right? Like, it's a classic joke. It's always talked about.
Yep.
Never been there for it. Dude had a trail of poop across the floor of the shallow end of the indoor pool.
Oh my gosh.
Like little rabbit nuggets, dude. It was a trail.
Oh my gosh.
And then one of the lifeguards on duty was having the time of her life telling everybody that there was poop in the pool. And it was the funniest thing, dude. She came over to us. I was in the deep end the whole time. Like teaching kids how to dive and stuff.
Yeah.
And this lifeguard comes over smiling, like ear to ear smiling. And she's like, you guys got to get out. And she's giggling to herself when she's saying it. And she's like, somebody pooped in the pool. And she's like super straight up with it. Not even like, hey, we got to get out of the pool. Like serious. Just like, hey, somebody pooped in the pool. You guys got to get out. And like all of us were like, what, dude?
Yeah.
But this kid, don't know what kid it is. I'll get into it in a second. But literally, like the Baraboo indoor pool has a ramp that goes down into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turd on the ramp right before it gets to the pool. So it's like it started out of the pool. And
Yeah,
the
so
kid,
you totally could have avoided this
right,
situation.
and then the kid brought it into the pool. Like, that was crazy to me. Like they dropped the first load on the deck of the pool, and then walked the rest of the way in. It was like nothing happened. And so there's this trail from the poop deck, literally poop deck,
Yeah.
poop on the deck, trail down the ramp, across the shallow end, until one of the lifeguards caught it.
That's crazy. Dude.
Crazy, bro. And this one lifeguard that's having the time of her life was like pointing the trail out to us and stuff as we were going in. Like a couple of the staff, me and one other person. Dude, she was laughing.
Dude,
with
what a
all-
lifeguard.
I was like, you're a champ, dude. I would be really annoyed if I was a lifeguard.
Yeah.
But I guess it's something for them to do, right? They just sit there the whole time and rotate and talk to themselves. So
I feel like I don't know because I don't have the experience, but I feel like the job of a lifeguard has got to be so boring 95% of the time.
I completely agree.
Like on the off chance you actually need to lifeguard somebody, there's your excitement. But I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, but I would think that doesn't happen that often.
I know a lifeguard.
I don't know.
You know a lifeguard. I don't know if he still lifeguards.
Yeah.
I think this human being is in Baraboo right now. I might ask him to come on next week if he's available. I think you might know who I'm talking about. He's the boy.
I think I do.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him after we're done recording if he'd be down. I know he'd be down.
Yeah, I'd actually really like to know about that topic.
It's more a matter of if he'd be around. That'd be a fun conversation. Dude's fun to talk to. I'll ask him. We'll see. It may or may not happen. It will probably happen in the future, though. We need to get that guy on.
Absolutely.
Just name drop him. We need to get Nick on. Big time. Nick needs to get on. That's a priority. I don't know why I've never thought of that.
You should just text him, you need to get on.
Oh, he'll be like, what are you talking about, bro? No, I haven't seen him in a while. That would be fun.
Yeah.
The reason I mentioned this, not only because it's hilarious and the trail of poop, like the Easter Bunny walked through the thing, it was crazy, but because I low-key felt bad for the kid.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know what kid it is, and we're not going to investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it. Like, they're going to clean it. They're going to drain the pool, whatever. Like, it's going to happen. These are things that happen. The reason I feel bad, and I didn't know really how to approach the situation, is because every other kid that obviously didn't do it made a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Which, like, if I was a kid, I totally would too. And I'd be, like, ripping to, like, kids to pieces. But, like, some of the kids, and it's obviously not more than one kid that did this, but, like, even some of them were like, this is disgusting. Like, why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
And all this stuff. And one kid's like, this is traumatizing. And that kid, I was like, chill out. You are not traumatized by feces in a pool. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
not a traumatizing thing. Like, please don't label it as traumatizing. But like all these other kids are like, who pooped in the pool? All this stuff, and then like certain kids are like, I think it's this guy. I think it's this guy. And all these kids all of a sudden are like trying to prove that they're innocent, that they didn't poop in the pool. And then like I don't know, dude. I felt really bad because there's one kid out of that group of kids that's gonna go home so sad.
Yeah.
Because he pooped in the pool. And for him, it's going to probably be traumatizing.
Right.
Not for any of the other kids that were there for it. But for that kid, it probably is going to be...
Definitely going to remember it for the rest of their life.
Definitely. That's going to be something that's
What age group is this?
So it's boys and girls. So I was talking to somebody because I know the person that was driving bus really well. So I was talking to this person and we were talking. I was like, dude, I'm working with 7 to 14-year-olds right now. A 7-year-old to a 14-year-old just dropped dookie in this pool.
Yeah, so you had that whole mixed age group.
Yeah, but like, come on, man. A 7-year-old? We don't have bathroom issues at Boys and Girls Club. Like, everybody can go to the bathroom on their own.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, we don't have that problem. Really, man? Like, you're just gonna go on the poop deck, dude? Dude, just turn the deck of the pool into a pirate ship poop deck.
Yeah. So the question has to be asked then. Do you think that this was intentional or do you think this was a genuine, oh, shoot?
I don't think it was intentional because nobody was laughing about it.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted to be there. And I think it's widely known that you don't poop in a pool.
Right.
Like, you just don't do it. And also, yeah, nobody afterwards was like laughing about it. It was all like all this stuff. But luckily, like, again, we were talking before, I had to think on the fly a lot today. There was a lot of things that came up throughout my day. The middle school up there has the ninja course back there.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I have not seen it yet. I know about it, but I haven't seen it.
So I was fortunate enough to be able to take the kids back there for 30 minutes. We had a fun time, dude. You need to check it out at some point, dude. They did a good job with that course.
Is that like...
You got to be, like, ready, though, because, like, I'll show you my hands right now. They're a little scraped up from it.
Yeah.
But, like, you do it enough, you'll get used to it. One of the staff tried it, and dude cut a big gouge in his hand. But also, dude's got, like, soft hands. So, like, yeah.
So is this thing... Is it designed for children or adults or both?
It's very age appropriate for middle school.
Right. Well, that's what I expect for it being there.
From an adult perspective, there's like 6 different like little things, right? The little islands of things.
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them would be quite entertaining. Like, I jumped on a few of them. Quite entertaining.
Right.
They have a nice like lateral climbing wall there that has 3 different levels. And, like, you start on green, then yellow, then red, right? And you can climb your way up to red. And it's probably about, like, 12, 15 feet across that you're trying to, like, laterally climb.
Yeah.
And it has different, like, steps and things. That's probably the hardest one. There's a classic, like, steering wheel style, like, monkey bar that you have to go from one to the next to the next. And then back. But back is up, which makes it really hard.
Okay, yeah.
So there's some things, like, I find both of those things really challenging. Like the green level of the lateral climbing one, I can just stand and reach it.
Okay. Yeah.
But like the yellow and red one, I'd be off the ground. The red one's up there, dude. Like you'd like hanging off it, you'd be like 3-4 feet off the ground. It's really age appropriate for middle school. High school goes up there once in a while and has fun with it. It's fun. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But then there's some easy things. Like there's a basic balance beam, which is lame. I don't even know why they installed that, dude. That was dumb. It was like they had extra $5 and they just threw it toward a balance beam.
You can balance on the whole rest of the thing already.
Right. Oh, there's like, you know, like when you do like wall jumps in a game?
Yeah.
They have like the angled one of those. So it's like angled at like 60-ish degrees.
Yeah.
And then there's like 5 little blocks. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Have you watched the like popular TV show American Ninja Warrior?
I've seen clips. I've never watched the
That's
show.
like the usually the main obstacle that they start the course off with.
Yeah, so I've seen I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
So they have one of those, right? And the higher up you go on it, the harder it is. So like I can get what's nice for that is right because I'm working with 7-year-olds and up. I can get the 7-year-olds to do that as long as they stay lower,
right?
Right, and they're a little bit athletic. Like if you're not going to make it, but you might get 2 or 3, which is always fun. But like even for like the older kids, like I can't do it trying to get on the highest parts of it.
Yep.
So like just the higher up you get, the farther you have to jump side to side and forward at the same time. Therefore,
Yeah.
it's just harder. So it's legit. It's fun.
That's cool. I feel like that seems like something that middle schools need to have, and I wish that they had that when we were there.
That's what KG was with us, and he was saying the same thing. He was like, "I wish we had this because it's not a playground,
Yeah.
but it's like it's an exercise course at the end
Yeah.
of the day. Like you could get hurt on,
Right.
like there's a lot of running and jumping, and like climbing up. Like you could get hurt, but like there's a liability that comes with it. It's like don't get hurt. I haven't been to the one they put a ninja course down by the river too.
Yep, I've been to that one actually.
Is that one good? Or
It sounds pretty similar to what you're describing right now.
Is
I've only been to it once.
Was there like
But-
decent stuff for tall
Yeah.
people?
Yep.
I want to go down there.
I
and
would
hit that up.
definitely say that one like is good for an adult to go to.
I think I'm gonna try to hit that up next week. We go down to the splash pad because Bearwood just got a splash pad this spring. I think I'm gonna take a group of kids to that course. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because I've never been down there, so it'd be nice, even for like 15 minutes.
Right.
Since we're already over there, so
Yeah, I think for like middle school age kids, that's just so appropriate because they're too old / too cool, quote unquote, to play on a playground. But they need something to occupy them.
Yeah.
And I think that's more of a, adds like competition and ego into it, which is what they're already going to be doing anyways.
100%.
I think that's a good way to allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I agree. What else do I got? I don't know.
I got something.
What you got?
Have you ever been to the opening day of a movie at a movie theater?
I don't think I've ever been to opening day. I think I always wait a couple days.
Yeah.
So I get a less packed theater.
Right. I was just curious what your opinion was on the topic. So obviously when this comes out, like it's gonna be a completely different time.
Right.
But I'm going to see Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow night, which is technically the night before the movie comes out on Friday.
What? I've never seen or heard of this. How? Oh, wait, no, I have. Because they started making it like over a year ago.
Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of marketing that came out with it.
So yeah, this is Deadpool 3, basically.
And it's coming out
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Though technically tomorrow, but the official release date's Friday.
Yo.
So yeah, I'm going to the opening night for it. And normally, like, I'm the kind of person who I would prefer a theater with no other people in it.
Right.
And I know this one is going to be completely full. Every single seat's going to be taken.
Oh, yeah.
I have gone to one other premiere before, and that was for Avengers Endgame. Now, I'm a big Marvel fan, so like if I'm going to a premiere of a movie, it's going to be for a Marvel movie.
Right.
But I'm kind of excited because when you get all those people and you have like hype moments in the movie and people are cheering at it on the screen,
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool moment. And like that's a feeling that you're going to remember after being at the theater, and it makes it more of an experience worth being there.
100%.
And I think that's cool. So anyways, I'm excited for that tomorrow.
I agree. That feels like I don't think I've ever been to an opening day movie. But like I feel like that's got to have like a similar atmosphere to like going to a live comedy show.
Yeah, or
like,
a concert.
Yeah, or a concert. Like you get that external feedback which significantly influences your reaction to it.
Yep.
Dude, I didn't know that was coming out.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've been so on top of this. I'm so hyped for this movie.
I've been so disconnected from like everything
Yeah.
that I don't know how I've never showed up for me.
Yeah.
Like for a year since they started like doing little like release snippet things.
Dude, I'm so excited. It's gonna be sick. And
dude, I might watch it this weekend.
I don't know how much you know about it, or if you like want me to say anything that I know about it or not. But it's cool.
Oh,
it looks like it's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited.
Like, what intrigues you? Because I'm clueless.
Well, I think
besides I love where
I think it's
Wolverine.
cool. Like you've seen like the classic X-Men movies. And,
yeah.
Okay. So they have like Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine for this movie,
and
which
Hugh
he
Jackman
said he would never play Wolverine ever again.
I know.
So that alone is making this movie so cool.
Yeah.
Because nobody else can play Wolverine. I mean, someone can, but it's not the same.
I think it'd be hard. Like Christian Bale filling in Batman shoes.
Yeah.
Big deal. Because he did really good. But like
Right.
that's hard shoes to fill.
Yep.
Like I think somebody could, but you
Yeah.
would need to get like a real special person to do
Yep.
it. Like Christian Bale's one of the few people on this earth that could fill in Batman shoes.
Yeah. And I feel like also that's just something that's happened more commonly in DC. Like there's been multiple actors for all those characters so many times.
Yeah.
Whereas in Marvel, it hasn't really happened yet where they've had another actor come on to play a character.
No, they've been pretty fortunate with that.
Which is, that is what it is. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that. And then just like the storyline, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know for sure, but roughly what the movie is going to be kind of like. For people who follow the MCU part of Marvel,
Right.
all the X-Men stuff is disconnected from that in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie is kind of like bridging those together, and it's supposed to be like Deadpool's entrance into the MCU, basically.
Yeah.
And there's just going to be so much humor around like all the licensing stuff and all that, making fun of Fox owning that portion of Marvel, and
Nice.
supposedly there's supposed to be a lot of making fun of all the past failed Marvel projects the last couple of years that haven't done as well.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm just really excited to
This
see
one
it. I think it's
has to
gonna be cool.
crush.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be the biggest Marvel movie in years. It
Yeah.
has to be. What else? There's nothing
Oh,
else that's
I
been
would
big.
think so. Well, I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I really liked that movie.
But I don't think that
But
did as well.
I don't think it. It did better than a majority of the newer movies have, but this movie's going to do way better, I'm sure.
I think it has to.
And this movie's, just in general, it's going to have a bigger fan base, anyways.
Oh yeah, this is
regardless.
This is a combination of both actors and just comic characters.
Yep.
That's like, it should be unbeatable.
Mm-hmm. But I think, potentially could be like biggest movie of the year, in my opinion.
What else? Is there anything else that's been released this year that's been huge?
I'm sure there is. I can't think of right now, but
I can't think of any huge movies this year.
yeah.
I'm gonna Google it quick. What are the biggest movies of 2024 so far? Biggest movies of 2024. Let's see. Best new movies or all right, let's do best. Let's do best. Oh no, box office. Found it.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes box office 2024. Here we go. Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dune Part 2.
Yep. That's kind of a big deal.
I never watched that. I need to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Dune Part 1.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I haven't seen it, actually.
Oh, dude. Dune crushed Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch Part 2. I totally forgot that got released. Despicable Me 4. Kung Fu Panda. I forgot that was this year.
I feel like there's a lot of like kids targeted movies this year, which are good movies.
Ghostbusters Frozen
But-
Empire.
Yeah.
I just saw that like last night.
Nice.
It's on Netflix. It's actually
Sweet.
really good.
Nice.
It's
I
actually.
I
highly
haven't really followed Ghostbusters that much before, so.
I actually really liked it. It was fun. You know, like in one of the original Ghostbusters, there was a huge Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
In this new one, there was a whole bunch of tiny ones throughout the movie, and they were just like little. You know, like in Harry Potter, when there's like all the little spiders with the big spider,
Yeah.
and the little spiders are just like getting thrown all over the place.
Yeah.
That was just the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in this movie. Like there was the big villain, but just throughout the movie, there was little marshmallow mans getting
Yeah.
thrown around. Dude.
That's entertaining.
It was
for sure.
great. I liked it. Godzilla X King Kong, New Empire.
Yeah.
Not a lot of huge ones though. Inside Out 2 is
I think
the
there's
biggest.
a Mad Max movie.
That's not in top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough year for movies. This should hopefully turn around.
Yeah, I'm really excited though. That's that's gonna be fun.
I might watch it this weekend. I don't have a whole bunch going on.
Yeah.
Might go to the Dells and I should go to Portage and see
Portage
if they have
way
it.
better.
I know it is, but they're probably
Definitely
gonna be
is.
stuffed
Yeah.
because they don't have a lot of seats
Yeah.
because they're that
That's
much
the
better.
downside.
That's tough.
Yeah. So, did we want to bring back a segment here?
Yeah, so I've been on a roll putting up old episodes back out, and I've been listening to it a lot, and I forgot how many segments we had. And we didn't do really any prep this week coming into this week either, just like last week. But we're going to throw a segment back at you. This is going to feel really weird. We haven't done this since last November when we did the Thanksgiving food draft. So it's been 9 months since we've had a structured piece
Yeah.
in a podcast segment thing. We're going to do ABC talk. Now, it's been a while since we've done it, so I'll quickly re-explain the rules to this game. It's painfully simple. We go one sentence at a time. I say a sentence, Brandon says a sentence, back to me, then him, etc. Each sentence, the first word of the sentence, has to start with the next letter of the alphabet. So, like, if I were to start, I would start with letter A, and I could go, apples are delicious. And then Brandon would go with the letter B, and that sentence has to be somehow tied into the sentence I said.
Because they are red.
Yeah, he can't say, that's a good example. He can do that, but he couldn't say basketballs are funny after I say apples are delicious.
Yeah, it needs to somewhat relate to the first one.
Right. And then we keep going until somebody can't figure out a sentence within a couple seconds time. Like, give you 3 seconds, give or take. Like, you can't take a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, I don't think we ever put like a definite amount on it, but you kind of know.
No, we never put a timestamp on it. And if you fail, you lose. We did best out of 3, so first to 2 points.
Yeah.
So first to 2 wins. And then usually we just played the third one just for fun because it got really fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. That's the rules. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Dude, you can start if you want. I feel so not ready for this.
We got this, all right?
I feel like I'm going to make it to B and go, I don't know words anymore.
Don't worry. When I was listening to this stuff back, I didn't make it to A one day.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot that I did that. I failed the first sentence once, so it can't be worse. Like, there's nothing worse we could possibly do. I have hit the bottom. Like, I've covered that for us.
Yeah.
Apple butter is one of my favorite spreads.
Because it goes on so smooth.
No, I don't got it. That's dude, this is a hard game, man. Okay, because
really
it goes
is.
on so smooth. When you're saying your thing, I can't be thinking about what you're saying. I have to think about words that start with the next. Dude, this is tough. All right, you got a point. This is rough, man.
Let's go, because I was not expecting a point.
No, I wasn't expecting. I shouldn't have started with apple butter. What am I gonna say about apple butter? Nothing. All right. You start.
All right. Let me think of words that start with A for a second.
Yeah, man, this is tough out here. I feel like this is foreign to me. We
All
got
right,
to
here we
see a
go.
couple times.
Here we go.
All right.
Arkansas is a state south of us.
Barely farther north than Florida.
Can't you tell that that's just bad directions?
Don't you know I'm not very good at my directions?
I don't think so.
For real, though, I was playing a game last night where I had to manage my directions, like keep track of my directions, and I got like 40%.
Great. I'm not going to have you take us on directions.
Hawaii, on the other hand, is very far southwest of Wisconsin.
I wouldn't think so.
Just kidding. It's northwest. All right, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. We got to K that time, though.
Dude, I remember stopping at K so many times. I don't know what starts with a K.
Dude, either do I, dude. Kiwi. That's it. Kangaroos eating kiwi.
Yeah.
That's all of K.
Dude,
Kmart. We said Kmart a lot, by the way, just so you know. I think multiple episodes Kmart came up. So, just putting that out there.
Why were we even thinking Kmart? That basically don't even exist anymore.
I think I talked about Kmart being one of my favorite stores as a kid.
Yeah.
And that's why. And it just kind of stuck for a few episodes. But,
Yeah.
all right. I got to think of a word now that starts with A that I want to rock and roll this with. I did play a game last night that was based on directions, though. I was playing Jeopardy. Love playing Jeopardy on the Switch, dude. I'm like level 40. Goated.
That's solid.
It's kind of sad, actually, is what it is. But it wasn't really with directions, but it was like geography based, and it was on Spanish speaking countries, and I had to remember like the locations of them because it was giving me like which Spanish speaking country is like bordering the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico, something like that,
Oh
at the
my
same
gosh.
time, and I had to like be like, whoa, all right, which one? So I really had to remember the map of South America, but I did do better than 40%. I did pretty good, actually. I think I got, because there's like 5 in each category. I think that
Yeah.
category I cleaned up, dude. I got like 4 out of 5.
Nice.
It was pretty legit.
Dude, I wouldn't get any of those questions.
I was proud of myself, dude. I was proud of myself. All right, back to the game. It's 1-1. Here we go. All my favorite. All right, let's restart.
All right.
Sorry. I'm going to stick with all, but I was going to say something along the lines of like musicians and stuff like that. And I just couldn't close the sentence. Almost all my favorite food dishes incorporate meat.
But do they incorporate veggies?
Couldn't tell you.
Did you even check?
Every time.
For real, gotta get them veggies in.
God, dude. Veggies are just so mid.
Healthy is what veggies are.
I know. Sometimes I just can't make myself eat them.
Just put in the veggies.
Quick Trip sells some pretty good salads, actually.
Last week, I was looking at the salads at Quick Trip.
My favorite salad to get is the one with hard-boiled eggs in it.
Not even gonna go there.
Oh, what? Quit playing with me, dog.
Right, so you want the ones with eggs in it.
Sure, you don't like hard-boiled eggs in your chef salad?
Totally gonna make me puke.
Ugh, you disgust me.
Valentine's Day is the only time I would accept eggs in my salad.
What are you talking about? You're crazy.
X is a letter that does not go with a salad.
You put letters in salads?
Zebras do too. Okay, we kind of made it.
We didn't make it, dude. That was horrible. What
I
you
think
said,
there's a good like 5 of those that were a little questionable.
You said at one point. What do
that
you
started
mean?
with a P.
That's crazy. You said and we just moved on, dude. That was horrible. That was awful.
Hey, we kept going. We
That
pushed through.
That was terrible, dude. I hated that.
The funny part is I actually like hard-boiled eggs in my salad.
Dude,
but
they slap.
once I said it, because of the letter, I couldn't go back in the story.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I said, I was bad with directions, but it's one of the few things I'm good at. Like,
Yeah.
No, that was fun. I enjoyed that, actually.
Wait, so who wins that one?
Dude, you said.
Okay, I guess you get the point. That's cool.
That was fun, though. I liked it.
I think I still have my winning record on drafts, so we're good to go.
Dude, that's something I forgot about, too. I was going back listening to them. I have won 0 drafts.
Oh, I know.
I forgot. I forgot that I love doing the drafts. I didn't realize I lost 0. I won 0 drafts.
Yeah. I can honestly admit that you should have won a couple of the drafts. There's a few of yours that are definitely better than mine.
I would agree. I would agree.
Well, I would think you would.
Yeah, I actually stand by all of my drafts. Besides, I messed up the Dark Side of the Force one when I was going back and listening to it. I don't remember what I did, but I remember being like, I think it was the classic droids
Yeah.
right? Like the
Yep.
classic
You're right.
Roger droids. I didn't pick those.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Like
I
that's
think on top of it, I might have stole a couple of the other ones you wanted too.
yeah. There was one episode where I freaked out, dude, over what you were taking.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, wow, dude, I got heated.
I know there's one where you were waiting, like you were gonna say it, and then you waited to say it as your second one, and then I stole it as my
Yeah.
next one.
Because I didn't think you were. Yeah, there was a lot of
I don't know
those.
if that was from that one
Another
or
time
not,
I
though.
got heated that I totally forgot about is the first time Mackenzie was on the podcast.
Mm.
I just took some quick notes of like things that were standoutish to me. I got super heated over the food conversation of taking pictures of the food.
Oh yeah.
I forgot
right.
how heated I got, dude. I was in it. I wasn't like rude or
Well, we
anything.
even
but
revisited that.
we
in
did.
the second episode.
Yeah, and I was much more calm that episode.
Yep.
But the first one, I was off the walls. That was a funny episode to listen to, actually.
Oh yeah.
There was good energy in that episode. Same with Lane's episode. Phenomenal energy in that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, we gotta get Lane on there again too.
we do. The conversation with music genres with Lane. If we have him on, when we have him on again, we should do another draft, but with different music genres.
Yeah.
Because we said we'd do it in that episode. What else is on here? We talked about mermaids a lot for like 3 episodes
Yeah.
straight, dude. We talked about like what mermaid bars would be like if mermaids were real, and what
Mhm.
would happen if we were a mermaid. That was a crazy conversation. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Also, I forgot about my genius idea of the Grinch multiverse.
Yes. Yep.
I went back and listened to that, dude. I think that's just as genius now as it was a year ago when I thought of it.
Oh, totally.
Like that
We
was
could still make it
revolutionary.
happen.
We framed global warming on the Grinch multiverse
Mm.
theory. It was great. And then it turned into a raindrop instead of a snowflake
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I
I remember.
forgot about Marvel Snap.
Oh yeah, I haven't been playing that at all.
No.
It's been so long.
I forgot that. I played that like I promised, like a week or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things. But yeah, those were like the big ones. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
totally forgot.
You know what I remember that I think we've still accidentally continued to do?
What?
The fact that we talk about food pretty much every episode.
We do. I know we're running short on time, but so there was free zucchini in Laval. I was in Laval, so I bought some zucchini. Oh, I didn't buy it; it was free. My parents told me about it. I was like, oh, dope! Love free food. So I got some zucchini and summer squash for free.
Yeah.
And I'm making my meals this week have been zucchini paninis, which is a fun phrase to say.
That is fun to say.
Zucchini panini is a crazy food for me to eat. But dude, it's so good. I know I started the last one being like, I like meat and all my there's no meat. It's like super
Yeah.
healthy. It's all veggies. Zucchini, summer squash, mozzarella. Like I'm cutting the mozzarella from the
Mhm.
brick. Tomato, onion, and pesto.
Nice. That
And-
actually sounds really good.
Yeah, dude, put it on Italian, throw it in the panini press for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's goated. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Absolutely.
It's so good. It's so healthy with the zucchini and summer squash in there. It's filling enough, and then with the bread, it's totally like satisfactory. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not hungry after 2 of them, and they're not huge. They're like probably I don't know, dude. They're not
Right.
huge. They're paninis.
Oh yeah, I'd totally probably have 2 of them also.
They're great. I also baked on Sunday with it.
Whoa.
I made some zucchini oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
How'd they turn out?
Bossin'.
That's awesome.
Dude, so good. Makes me want to bake more.
Yeah.
Like, I feel old now, even more so. But, like, dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
I crushed it.
That's
Zucchini, chocolate chip, dark chocolate chip, oatmeal. And it has whole wheat flour and stuff in it. So
Mhm.
it's, like, relatively healthy. The only thing it has it's not is butter. Like, there's no granulated sugar in it. It's just brown sugar that I used.
awesome. Nice.
So, like, it's nice, dude. It's really good.
Solid.
I had a lot of fun with zucchini. It's dope.
That's cool.
So there's our food conversation. If we didn't already, we
Oh
probably
yeah,
did.
we talked about eggs.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh well. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's awesome. At this point, we're gonna have to make like a cookbook or something for staying in tune.
Staying in Tune cookbook.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What an idea.
Or like a grocery list or something. You know, like
grocery list.
All the different food we talk about.
Dude, so here's one, all right? On the topic of it, this is like my genius idea, which I probably stole most of the idea online, but I don't remember. Um, Sparkling juice, right? You know what that is? It's
Yeah.
literally just juice that's bubbly,
Yeah.
right? Like and you would buy like sparkling juice in like little glass bottles as like a alcohol-free replacement for wine
Yeah.
or something, right? Like I drank it a lot as a kid. Like it's a
Yeah.
fun like thing at like Halloween or whatever. When I stopped drinking caffeine earlier this summer, at the beginning of the summer, I was trying to find like healthier alternatives to soda,
Mm-hmm.
right? I wanted some bubbles. I wanted it to be flavorful, and I didn't because I don't mind sparkling water, but I wouldn't describe it as an alternative to soda,
Yeah.
right? Like it's its own thing in my mind. Um, so I bought, like you can buy that concentrated juice in frozen little cylinders. You can buy
Yeah.
frozen
Okay, yeah, I
concentrated
think I know
juice.
what you're talking about. That's like a far back memory.
Yeah, dude. Same with me.
Yeah.
That's why I think I must have gotten some inspiration online somehow. So I bought some of those, and you can just buy plain sparkling water,
Mm-hmm.
like basic, no flavoring, no nothing, just water, bubbles. Combine the two. Same, like, measured out portions that you would
Yeah.
to make the juice not concentrated. So good. And it's like dang near 100% juice because it's what it was initially. It was 100% juice concentrate.
Right.
Just mix that in with the bottle of sparkling water. Got sparkling juice.
Nice.
It was sick. And you can buy those like concentrated juice frozen things for like $2, which is really cheap.
How long does that like last you?
Like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
So I buy a 6-pack of bottles, 16-ounce bottles, like you would buy a 6-pack of soda, right?
Mm-hmm.
But of the sparkling water. And I think it was 2 of those concentrates for
Mhm.
my taste. It takes the 6 bottles, and I didn't drink it every day, but I probably had it like 5 times a week out of 7 days. So each one of those, it's $8. Got me through my mornings for like a month, for a long time, and I can change the flavor easily because they make so many different flavors of those
Right.
concentrates. Dude, it was good.
That's awesome.
Highly recommend it. And I just mixed it the day of too, right? So like I always had like a bottle that had a little bit out
Yeah.
or something. So then I would pour the concentrate into the bottle, like the remaining amount of the bottle, and then just mix it in quick and then close the bottle. And then I just had my bottle of sparkling juice. It's just
Yeah.
in plastic, so it's a little downgrade, but it's just as good.
Right.
And it hasn't been sitting on the shelf all day. Dude, it was dope. Highly recommend that.
No, that sounds like a really good idea.
It's top tier.
We got Eli over here cooking with zucchini, baking with zucchini. He's over here making his own drinks. You're really chefing it up.
I'm trying. It's fun, dude.
It is.
I don't have to drive as far anymore, so like I have more time,
Yeah.
and it's a really nice way to spend my time.
Oh yeah.
It's great. Also, it's just healthier. I'm trying to be healthier.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of weight this summer. I've gotten way more in shape this summer.
Yeah.
Started working out last week again.
That's good.
I biked to work on Monday. Like I'm doing good right now. I feel good. I was able to keep up at the Ninja Park with the kids.
Yeah.
I was able to keep up with an hour 45 of basketball a couple weeks ago. So like I don't know. I haven't felt
That's sweet.
this healthy and in shape in a long time, so
Yeah.
it's nice.
Good for you, man. Happy
Yeah.
to hear it.
Yeah, trying, really trying. We've been recording for a while.
Yeah, longer than I was expecting you today. I got here earlier than I thought I would.
Got here a little earlier. We're still before 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Cut a little close, but we got it. I'm gonna say open response. I don't have a poll. Do you have a poll for the people today?
Just continuing from the last episode, since we haven't even posted the last episode yet. Just if you have ideas for anything relating to the podcast, and specifically any ideas for like an intro song,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I think we're not gonna do a poll, but we'll do the open response for that. And on top of like, do you have any suggestions for an intro song, style of an intro song? Also, segment ideas.
Yeah.
Like I voiced my
Still
opinion.
looking for more.
Right. I think some segments, I think I was talking about it before we started recording, some segments are more listen toable than others. Some are less interesting to listen to. If you have any ideas for new segments, like we're just starting to record this again,
Yeah.
hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah,
What should we
and
do?
even if you don't have an idea of a new one, let us know what you think of the existing ones. If you think we should keep them or drop them.
Yeah, my opinion, I said it before the podcast, was I think we should probably stop doing 50/50s for the most part because I think those are harder to listen to. If you don't remember what it is, you don't need to go back and listen to one.
Yeah.
But like, it was harder for me to listen to when I was going back and listening to the stuff when I
Yeah.
was reposting everything. So it is what it is. It's all good. That's all we got. If we record a week, we're posting it on Sunday. We decided that before we start recording too. So you could expect these Sunday mornings at some point to be uploaded.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. Ideally, we'll see you next week Sunday. If not, a Sunday after that. Have a great week, everybody. Adios.